From under the Golden Dome in Charleston, this is the West Virginia Capitol Report.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the West Virginia Capitol Report. I'm Dave Willis and we're coming to you from Montgomery City Hall in Montgomery, West Virginia. And I am pleased to be joined by West Virginia's Mayor. Mayor Greg Ingram is here with us and special guest Wyatt Coleman. Mayor and Wyatt, welcome to the Capitol Report.
Thank you, Dave. We're just tickled to be here, aren't we, Wyatt?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got something special going on here in the city of Montgomery. You've got a lot of great things going on, Mayor. You want to talk a little bit about what's happening first off before we get into our topic of discussion?
Well, we do. We've moved a lot of mountains down here. We're doing a lot of things. We have trail systems coming into Montgomery. We have an ammunition plant coming into Montgomery. We have new restaurants now that are being established in Montgomery. One's open. One's going to be open probably around November the 1st.
All right.
We've worked on a lot of the old West Virginia Tech property and campuses, and working to try to fill those buildings up. And I think we're making headway, and we're doing a lot of good things. And I have to say that West Virginia University's done everything they said they'd do back in our agreement in the beginning, and they've always lent us a helping hand. And you know, naturally we hate that West Virginia Tech went to Beckley, but it did, and we're just going to make the best of it, and we're going to revitalize this community as best we can. And it's got to work because we've got people like Wyatt Coleman that lives in Montgomery.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mayor, Wyatt has been all over the news, and we're happy to have Wyatt here on the Capitol Report. Wyatt, thanks for joining us, and tell us a little bit about Wyatt. How old are you, my friend?
I'm 13 years old.
And where do you go to school?
Valley PK through 8.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
Wyatt, tell us a little bit about why you have gotten involved in getting the Neil Baisi Athletic Center reopened here in the town of Montgomery.
Well, ever since it closed, whenever the beginning of the pandemic started, it really hit me because that's somewhere that I went almost every single day. It was open, so it really just it sucks not having anything to do.
I tell you what, it's always a good thing to have something here locally in the community because you live here in Montgomery, right?
Yeah.
And you have a lot of your friends that went to the center as well, correct?
Yeah, I had quite a few people that went there along with me. And they were also people just like me that were there almost every day it was open.
Wow, I'll tell you what, we wish you the best of luck with that, Mayor.
Thank you.
You got a strong young man here that is he's strong-willed to get this center back open, ready to go.
He's just been a shining star to us. And Wyatt, tell us a little bit about your signatures you're taking up and what you'd like to do with those signatures once you get them.
So I have it on paper. I have 74, which is an absolute midget number compared to the one we have on our online petition. On our online petition on change.org that I had my friend David Spalding help me with, we have 1,174 signatures.
Wow.
That is a lot. Congratulations.
We're hoping I can somehow get it to Governor Justice or somehow he can see it.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Wyatt. Governor Justice loves kids. And if anybody can get into his office, it'd be you. And he's a good man. He's a good governor. And I think you're heading down the right road. And I think once you get all your signatures together, you let us know, and we'll try to get that arranged to where maybe you can meet the governor, and we'll tell him how you're a community leader here. You're a young man that just wants to play basketball. Let me ask you this. Since the YMCA's closed in Montgomery, what do you do now?
I usually I try and then go to my friends' houses if they have hoops, and we'll play on those. But it's nothing like what it was whenever the Baisi Center was there, because that was an indoor place and it was a lot more convenient to have. Or I just have to just resort to video games. Okay,
so we're going to trade your video games to get back in the Baisi Center, right?
Yeah.
That's what we need. Well, let me ask you this. President Gee of WVU, he's a good man. What would you want to say to President Gee?
President Gee, I'd hope that you've somehow heard of this or you will hear about this. You're somebody who I'd like to meet and talk about this, because I know that you're somebody who can really help make a change whenever it comes to this.
And what about Bob Huggins? He's a big basketball guy. What would you want to say to Bob Huggins?
Bob Huggins, you're the greatest NCAA basketball coach in history, in my opinion. I'd definitely like to play in the blue and gold for you one day, and I hope that you would support me whenever I'm going on this journey.
Well, Wyatt, I believe we've got something special here for you. The mayor's got from head coach Bob Huggins here.
How about an autographed basketball from Bob Huggins?
That's awesome.
Okay. You want to meet Bob Huggins, right?
Yes.
Maybe he can come down and help us reopen the Baisi Center.
I'd hope so.
Well, Bob wants you to have this. President Gee wants you to have this. And that's your own signed, autographed basketball from Coach Bob Huggins. I don't want to put it in front of your face if nobody will be able to see you. But you've gained a lot of recognition for what you've done. And I happened to be at the university yesterday, and they said, we've got something special for Wyatt. And they gave me that basketball. And so you've gained a lot of recognition. This is something you always keep, not just because Bob Huggins signed it, but because you did something for your community. And they recognized you.
That's
and
awesome.
That's big. And so, hey, you can't get much better than that right there.
No, I can't. Thank you.
And he just signed that yesterday just for you.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Hey, Wyatt, if Governor Justice would happen to be watching our program right now, what is one thing you would like to say to the governor about getting the center reopened here in Montgomery?
Well, just like I said on the news interview a couple days ago, I hope that you're listening to all this. It's not really something that it's just go past you, because a lot of people care about this place, and it's something that we really need back.
Dave, you know, Montgomery has been through a lot of uphill battles recently since Tech left, and again, I say that West Virginia University's done everything they said they would do. They're helping us as best they can. I think at this point we probably are going to need just a little bit more push, maybe from the legislature and from the governor's office, and I'm just tickled to death that Wyatt took this on. And, you know, I think we need to back up a little bit, Wyatt, and tell you how he came on the scene.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Tell us how this all started. What meetings you come to first?
I came to the Parks and Recreation City Council meeting. That's how all this came. And really how all this came is it was a Facebook post I made because I was just sitting there and I was agitated. I was like, I want to go play basketball, but I don't have anywhere to go. I made the post on Facebook, and then John Frisbee, he messaged me, and he told me, you know, you should come to the Parks and Recreation City Council meeting and give us some ideas, and that's how all this came to life.
So, Dave, he did it all on his own.
That is fantastic.
No one
man.
prompted him. He's tomorrow's community leader. I mean,
Absolutely.
He wants to get something done, and I'm just so proud of him. And I can't imagine how proud your parents are. But you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Wyatt. That's just phenomenal, man, that you've taken that initiative and that step to let the folks know statewide and locally how you feel about getting that center reopened and making some more long-lasting memories, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you ever swim when you go?
Oh, yeah, I swam quite a bit. It wasn't something I really went there to do because my life was all wrapped up in basketball. But whenever it would get hot, and it got real hot, but I would just say screw it, and I'd go downstairs and I'd swim.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave. You know, the Baisi Center is really a legend in this community. Neil Baisi was a legend in West Virginia. You know, and probably Bob Huggins can tell you this. He designed the full court press.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was Neil Baisi that did that right here in Montgomery. So there's a lot of history at that building. There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of just things to be proud of. And
Absolutely.
the building, when you go in, the building is absolutely fabulous. It's huge. That is a huge facility. It has a full Olympic swimming pool with a viewing area. It has basketball courts, which we need basketball courts in Montgomery.
Absolutely.
It has karate classes. It has spin bikes. It has air rifles. It has bow and arrows. You name it, and we've got about everything. And these kids got to play in that for so long, and now it's kind of like a candy dish in the middle of kindergarten class. It's
Right.
sitting there, but you can't have it.
We need to get this thing
So,
going.
and I really think that the people that are working on this, President Gee, Bob Huggins, Governor Justice, and hopefully our county commissions are going to help us out a little bit. But I really think with the group that Wyatt has pulled together, really, that maybe we can be successful and get that open back up.
Absolutely. Wyatt, that would make your day if we could get that going, huh?
Oh yeah, it would.
All right.
What are you going to do with this basketball?
Put it on the shelf in my room.
All right.
Loving him some Bob Huggins. Well, I'll tell you what, we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we have got some exciting news from Fayette County Commission President John Brenneman will be our guest here on the Capitol Report. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. The West Virginia Capitol Report will be right back. From under the Golden Dome in Charleston, this is the West Virginia Capitol Report.
And welcome back to the West Virginia Capitol Report. I'm Dave Willis. We're talking about the reopening efforts of the Neil Baisi Center here in Montgomery. West Virginia's Mayor, Montgomery Mayor Greg Ingram is with us. And Mayor, we have a special guest here. Fayette County Commission President John Brenneman is joining us on the show today.
And he's a little larger than our previous guest, but he's a good man. I tell you, I met John probably 2 or 3 years ago, and he's just always been helpful, and the Fayette County Commission has always been helpful to Montgomery, and not always in monetary means. You know, if we need a support letter, we need things to help us try to push something over the edge, the Fayette County Commission is always there. They've always stood ready to help us, and I really appreciate John and what they do.
John, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for being here, and wow, live on the Capitol Report. This is big time now.
Yeah. Tell us why has the Fayette County Commission gotten involved in these efforts to reopen this Neil Baisi Center?
Well, first let's go back to why I have requested a little bit more thought and efforts with the commission into this market. First, I'm a graduate of West Virginia Tech while it was here. I was fortunate enough to play baseball here, and I spent an awful lot of time in the Baisi gym. You would walk down by the library, hop on the sidewalk, go down the steps. You make the first right into the first office, and there was Coach Brown's office, and that's where I spent a lot of time. Spent a lot of time in the weight room, working on different things, and unfortunately, I spent a lot of time running those steps up to the football field, but hey, it was all part of being here and being a student athlete and having the ability to not only help the college with playing sports, but helping yourself going out and meeting special people and having a degree that has worked extremely well for me.
Absolutely wonderful. Mayor, again, we have a team effort here going on with the city and the county for the efforts to get the center reopened, and it's a good collaborative effort for this community center.
I think it's a wonderful effort, and Dave, I want to share my experience at Tech.
Let's do it.
I'm also a Tech graduate, and my experience is probably a little different than John's. I went back as a non-traditional student. But they didn't at Tech. They didn't give you anything. You had to earn it. And I remember the health class, Baisi Center. We had to run from the bottom floor to the 3rd floor, up the steps, back down the other side. You've probably done that too, John.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And we did all that, and it was for an old man. That was tough, but that's how they did it.
Fantastic.
Let's put it this way: I wouldn't want to try it today.
No.
You could do it. I could see it.
I wouldn't want to do it today, and I'll tell you, I had a good experience at Tech, even though I was non-traditional students. It was an excellent institution. It was an excellent college. I think John and I both got a very good education there. I went on to spend 43 years with Walker and Caterpillar Tractor Company, and really enjoyed my whole career. And now I'm just having time of my life trying to rebuild a community that was devastated by the removal of not only the college but the high school also. So I'm just tickled to death, and now I'm ready to say, okay, John Brenneman and Kanawha County Commission, I need some help here. You got anything you can do for us?
Well, Mayor, the commission has really stepped forward this year. We've got 3 good commissioners, counting myself. I think the other 2 are aces, and we need to make sure that we're all working together. One thing that we started in January is that the county is more than just a couple of places. We've got an entire county from Montgomery to Meadowbridge back into Mount Hope and Pax. We want to make sure that we're representing the entire county, just not a few areas. The Montgomery area is very special to all 3 of us. So I'm pretty sure that we can look for something in our change pockets and maybe send it down here to help you out.
Well, what you just need to do is I'm going to send you a letter.
Oh, of course.
So we'll get a letter to you, and then you all can decide what you want to do with it. But even the support from the county at the county level, and you're right. We're kind of down here in the valley, but we're the anchor. We're the anchor of the Upper Kanawha Valley, and we're the anchor of the Valley District of Fayette County.
Absolutely.
And you can't walk away from that.
No.
If Montgomery really does a lot of things, and Smithers as well. We do a lot of things here for the Upper Kanawha Valley. And just like this, John, the Baisi Center is going to not only Montgomery. I mean, it's everything from the plateau down. It's the backside of Nicholas County. It's the backside of Clay County. It's the upper part of Kanawha County. So the Baisi Center is going to serve a lot of people, and I think if it's managed right, that we can make it sustainable. And I'm just excited to get started on this project. So, yeah, I mean, so John, we're going to be coming to see the commission or write you a letter or whatever we need to do, and hopefully the commission will take that under stride and look at it and give us a positive answer.
We had some major things that we wanted to do as a commission. We want to make sure that our children, and Wyatt is the example that I want to use for a lot of things throughout the county in the coming years. Mm-hmm. He wants to go in and shoot foul shots instead of shoot dope. He wants to go out and play basketball. If we can get some children to do that, these guys are going to be our future leaders.
Yeah.
So if we can help teach them rules of, what a foul is, how to play as a team, that's going to develop them into the leaders that we're going to need in the future. So how could we not go in and help with this situation? And that's what I have talked to the commission about. That's what I will talk to them more about over the next few months. We just need to make sure that we're with you walking stride in stride and helping this neighborhood out. The neighborhood needs to come together, and this could be the meeting place for them. Right. This could be the place where they can come in and walk, run, do some weightlifting, swim laps in the pool aerobics, whatever that they need in this area. And it's going to cover a large area here in the valley. Pratt's right up the road, and you've got other places that can come down here. Mm-hmm. We've even talked about forming an emergency shelter here in Montgomery. Where else would be a better place than the Baisi Center? Right. So I think with the county working together with you, even Kanawha County Commission, mm-hmm. and some other folks that would like to donate. I mean, we're not going to turn it away.
That's right.
If you ever played basketball in that gym or set foot in that gym, did some running, did some weightlifting, did some aerobics, and you have an extra $20 or $50 in your drawer, I mean, call the mayor. He'll be glad to accept it and put all those donations toward this center to help you get it set back up so it can help the county.
And John, it also, and I think of this, Valley High School is no longer here, so we always watch Oak Hill now. They're always on television, so we watch Oak Hill, we cheer for Oak Hill, and we want to send good, healthy kids to Oak Hill to play football. Maybe Wyatt will go to Oak Hill and play basketball. But these kids need something to prepare them for the high school years, and I think all of us together, it takes a whole community together to rebuild anything, especially some of the things the Valley's been through. We're all in bad shape here. I mean, it seems like a lot of small communities are being left behind and those type things. But I've realized the harder you work at it, and if you stay at it, and then you get people like Wyatt coming in on his own. He was not prompted by his parents, me. Just makes a difference in everybody's life, and you feel good about it.
Absolutely. And, you know, the health department brought in some experts on a subject called the Switzerland experience. And the Switzerland experience talks about having after-school activities. So where else would be a better place to have these activities than at the Baisi Center? I mean, we're going to be here. We're going to be backing you up. We're going to help you as much as we can. It's just very important, again, that we get the word out there that this is going to help the community with the workouts. That'll help lead toward helping with any type of sickness, health-related issues that you may have. You're wanting to get out. You're wanting to work out. Water aerobics is great. You can do it. If you want to lift a little bit of iron, you still have that attitude that I can do it. Well, maybe not as much as you used to at one time,
Right.
but you're going to have the ability to do that. And hopefully there's not going to be an emergency, but if there's going to be an emergency, there's going to be a shelter for people to go to. They'll be able to go in safely. I mean, take a look at the hospital. The hospital is going to need a place to go to, and we're going to have an opportunity to have that for them.
Yep.
So everything's going to be in place. We really need to have this center here. Again, where I went to school, this was my second home. And I'm just working hard with the commission to make sure that we can save this building, that we can work through the government to make it happen. And again, the mayor's willing to take any donation out there that anyone would like to give.
Absolutely, and I think that with all of us working together, we're going to make this happen. I'm one of these people that occasionally you have to walk out on faith and you have to step out on faith, and I just think God's looking over this little community, and I think the Baisi Center is such an important part. And you know, we are going to put an emergency shelter in there. We will have emergency items, cots, maybe MREs or some other type of something just for emergency in this area, because it's 30 minutes either way. It's 30 minutes to Fayetteville, Oak Hill. It's 30 minutes to Charleston. So this really needs to be a combined emergency center, and it's big enough. As I said before, that's a huge building, Dave.
It's a very big,
And,
very big building.
And it has a lot of room, and it can be multiple uses.
Absolutely. And what a great collaborative effort we have here. We have a local effort, the county effort. Now we just need the state effort to step on board and help out, because we want to keep our youth here. What a great way we can get them started here in this center, man. They can make memories that's going to last a lifetime.
Absolutely. And you heard Wyatt say he's playing video games now. We
Right.
don't want that. You know, we all grew up playing outside, chasing the
Absolutely.
ball and getting our knees skinned and that
Tin
type
Can
of stuff.
Alley?
Exactly, Tin Can Alley. And so, you know, we really need this opportunity to help the area. And again, it's not just Fayette County, it's not just Kanawha. You've got Nicholas and Clay. So I think we can serve a lot of people, and I just look forward to the future, and certainly hope that the governor steps up. And I think he will. He's a good governor. He's done a good job for the state of West Virginia, and so we'll just see how it comes out, and hopefully we can let Wyatt take his signatures to the governor.
There you go. Well, it's the Neil Baisi Athletic Center here in the town of Montgomery, and we need every bit of support we can get, and we ask that you, the folks that are watching, help us out in any way you can as well. And Mayor Greg Ingram from the town of Montgomery, and County Commission President Fayette County, John Brenneman, with us. We're going to be back to wrap it up for the Capitol Report. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. The West Virginia Capitol Report will be right back. From under the Golden Dome in Charleston, this is the West Virginia Capitol Report.
Welcome back to the Capitol Report. We're about to wrap it up here for our program today, and we're trying to save the Baisi Center, and we need every bit of support we can get. Right, Mayor?
That's correct. And if you have any donation dollars, 442-5181 is the City of Montgomery, and all the help we can get would be greatly appreciated. And I know we have a good team here together. I think we're going to make this happen, and can't wait to get started.
County Commission President, Fayette County, John Brenneman. John, any closing remarks?
Yes, we're just behind the mayor in this area 100%, and we're looking forward to what's going to be happening here in Montgomery.
Absolutely. This is a team effort for the community, locally, statewide. Please do your part in help. For the West Virginia Capitol Report, I'm Dave Willis. Have a great week, everybody.
This has been the West Virginia Capitol Report.